We live? Are we live?
Are we live?
We're live. All right.
Oh shit.
I'm Dejon Paul. You're watching the Dan Lane podcast. Make some fucking noise. All right, Auntie's not here. That's why Corey's sitting there. So make some noise for Corey in the house.
I'm back.
All right, Auntie is in the UK. I think she's in like London or something doing Baddies UK, making that money on that chili. But she will be back next week. Also, per the thumbnail, we have a young lady named Riley pulling up. She was on Yam Cam last week, so we're gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna talk about the whole Yam Cam debacle. Speaking of yams, you're sweating profusely. So what happened? What's going on?
I've been drinking, guys. You know, liquor heats your body up.
Shot o'clock. Okay, I haven't drank in a minute. I haven't had no liquor.
Congratulations, Dejon sober.
Yeah, Dejon. This is Red Bull. I'm taking a little break from drinking, maybe until the summer.
That's cap. That ain't Red Bull, y'all.
This is Red Bull.
This
gives me wings. Also, we have the lovely Jada Stokes, our producer in the building. Make some noise for Jada. She's gonna be reading the chat. How you doing, Jada?
Hi, how are you?
I'm solid. Corey's hiding here. I'm
Corey.
sorry.
Welcome back.
Corey's warm.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Tourist season, y'all.
Corey is the reason the Lakers lost. Let's talk about it.
That's cap. That is cap. The Lakers, if we want to do like a pull up, the Lakers usually win on my birthday.
Usually. You went to the Lakers game last week. You weren't here. Auntie was here. I was here. You weren't here. You missed work to go to the Lakers game and caused them to lose. Let's talk about it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see how I could have caused them to lose the game.
The heavy breathing could be a distraction.
I can't even support. I was close, but I wasn't that close.
Really? Now, before you got here, I don't have a witness, but Cuddy told me I'm losing weight. So, Cuddy, would you mind?
Yeah. You get it thinning out a little bit.
I'm thinning out, quote unquote.
Cuddy, how much did he pay you to say that?
Thinning out. Corey, you know what I really want to do while we have some time? Let's move this table. I challenge you to a push-up competition.
Again?
Let's do it.
Again?
Let's do it.
How many times do you want to lose to me on the cam?
Get up. Get up.
I wasn't expecting to do push-ups, bro. I'm already sweating.
Get up, man. Get up.
I'm hot.
I'm moving furniture.
He want to do this when I'm drinking and he ain't drinking. I see your tactics.
Get up.
I'm still gonna win.
Come on. Let's go. Almost broke it. Almost pushed up the couch. Right. See us?
Oh, man.
Come on.
She already breathing hard. Just get it down there.
Let's do the push up.
You made me crease up my board.
Brown shaking. That don't count. That's what we are. You ready?
Okay.
Oh, you're doing your thing. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, y'all. We get it.
Oh, my knee. My knee gets out again. Hey, 30 minutes. What do you want? Hell no. I'm out here doing push-ups. Let me put the chair back. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
This table not gonna heavy.
Carry on in. Oh, boy.
Cut the fan on.
Okay, Jordan got to some marathon break. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Wasn't it? That was my workout for the week. I'm gonna put a guard. Uh-huh. You know what age you were when you lost your virginity? The oldest taking shot, 17.
10. No, I'm just playing. I was 15. What was 15 or 14?
Huh? I had to catch my breath.
15.
15. So I'm the oldest, right? Take a shot of Red Bull.
This nigga sound like the Peter Griffin thing.
That's how Flacco talk.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, we got some mods to shout out, right?
Yeah.
So officially in the chat, let's get down to business, Corey. Officially in the chat, we have 4 new mods, I believe. Last Mohican, Tokyo Renee, Miss Drove City, and Overly Invested. Make some noise for our
Make some
motherfucking
noise for
mods.
the mods.
The Dana Lake chat. I'm out of breath. You gotta bear with me. We got any of them in the chat already? Or are they late to work?
Katie Five the Great, the fuck type push up of those.
He talking about Corey. Don't talk about the homie push-ups like that. Don't talk about the homie push-ups like that. Them was solid push-ups,
kind
Corey.
that won.
Still at 0.
Who said that?
The same person.
Okay.
Dejon not even going all the way down.
Yes, my camera is slanted. It's on a slope. So sometimes
This nigga.
oh man. Can y'all donate us some fans? That's what we need. Chat, send us some fans. Cool emojis. The message shit is on the way. Auntie, make some noise for Auntie. Watching us from London, make that bread, that chili.
Lush said, "Stop throwing shops food or have the balls to say my name."
Who said that?
Lush.
You got some meth?
No, I don't do that.
I ain't got no meth. Ain't no meth here for lunch. Shout out to Lunch though. I like this record. I'm not gonna lie. And didn't he crash in motherfucking car out to the building tonight?
That was supposedly his friend.
Okay. I'm mad at Lush right now. Anyway, they had a whole no jumper cake and nobody gave me a slice. What the fuck is going on?
Cut that cake, anime.
All right, what else we got? All right, Miles in the chat. Do you see Overly Invested, Miss Joe City, Tokyo Renee?
I see Miss Rose City.
Shot Last Mohican.
Can we get some ice cubes in the chat?
Ice cubes pulled off. Win emojis.
Coleman 86.
I think that might be Last Mohican. But shout out to Miss Joe City. Shout out to Tokyo Renee, Overly Invested, Last Mohican.
Yeah.
Shout out to our mods. They asked, and we got to clarify, what are our rules for the Darren Lake chat? No stat.
Yeah.
No money bags, no stat. No vegetables. No broccoli emojis, no carrot emojis. No vegetables. Donuts, burgers, fries, those type of emojis, yes. Time them out. Mods, I'm dead ass serious. My mods, if you see anything healthy in the chat, time it out. Set the time, suspend them indefinitely. But 2 minute timeouts. What we got in the chat to speak
Oh, I'm
about?
not reading that. I'll send it to you. I'm not reading that.
Who's that from? Kish Cole in the chat?
No, I don't know this person.
Oh. All right. Well, shout out to them. Any rules you got?
I don't got no rules, man.
All right, turn
Do it up.
Do it up. No F words either. Any F words, take them out of here. Really, I want for our chat, I want them to like participate more. Like I wish we had a screen. We do have a TV. I wish we could see on the screen like some of the things popping up. Jade, I can't read this.
It's just a comment.
Yeah, but it's so small.
Zoom in.
Did Lush ever get you that? Freddie 56. Did Lush ever get you that chicken, Auntie? I guess Lush was supposed to take Auntie to Roof Chris.
She said I'm starved.
Before she go to Roof Chris with Meth Head?
That's what she said. I'm starved. She would try to the person.
I don't like Roof Chris anyway. Cheese inside of chicken is disgusting.
Roof Chris is actually pretty good.
That's something we could talk about. I'm Roof Chris K.
One of my favorite steakhouses.
Why would you put cheese inside of chicken?
I get steak.
Stuffed chicken, yeah.
Why get chicken at a steakhouse?
Oh, that's a good point too. That's a real good point.
It's like
too.
getting a burger at Chick-fil-A.
Not too much. Corey, go ahead. Let's skip down to the Lakers and Clippers out of the playoffs. In your opinion, what happened? I feel like they didn't play our big man. What's going on?
Yeah, I blame JJ Redick, man. And LeBron is old as fuck. I fuck with LeBron, but that nigga just be chilling on defense. They be just giving up wide open threes.
He is.
JJ Redick said, man, we're going to play small ball and get Rudy Gobert out the game. And Rudy Gobert killed us. Anthony Edwards didn't do that game. That game 5 was all Gobert. That was all ego. Come on, bro. We may not have the best big man, but shit, throw somebody out there. The tallest nigga we out on the court was LeBron.
So why do you feel like JJ Redick didn't play our big man? Is it personal?
Ego. Niggas like, man, this is what I said. This is the game plan I came up with, and I'm gonna stick to it.
Die with the plan. Okay, What about? So we said Lakers in 5. I guess it kind of was Lakers in 5, like out in 5.
Lakers in 5. They lost in 5. Seemed like they was ready to go, man.
What's up with the Clippers? What happened?
Was Lakers in Cancun in 5.
What happened with our other LA team, the Clippers? I'm hearing something about there was a lot of injuries.
I don't really care for the Clippers.
Y'all wouldn't have went to a Clipper parade if they went all the way?
Hell no.
What about Clipper Daryl?
Oh, this is a Clippers fan in here.
Yeah.
And sitting right in Cancun with us.
What we got in the chat? You over there laughing.
I am. War Room Music Group said it's all about the Knicks right now. Mike Jones said, I see why the Mavericks traded Luka.
Everybody was blaming Luka. Shit. Luka was the only thing keeping us afloat in that goddamn series.
What other assets do we have?
We need a defender that can also score. Vanderbilt was good. He played defense, was aggressive, but he can't get a bucket at all. And we need like 2 more defenders while LeBron and Luka in the game, because if they both ain't playing defense, Austin Reeves barely can play some defense.
They are. So how are we looking for next season? Give us your analyst. You know, Corey is residential, a Danley sports guy. Give us our analyst. What changes do we need to make for next season? Did you watch LeBron play his last game? Like, what's going on?
I doubt I watched LeBron play his last game. We definitely need some more. Like I said, we need some people that can play defense, and we need some big men. But I mean, we knew that when we tried to get rid of Dalton Connect. Okay. We tried to trade for the big man, and I don't know, that shit backfired.
Something about his health.
He didn't pass the physical, but then he went and played the rest of the season. Shit kind of don't make no sense to me.
Respect. All right, let's talk about what else can we get into until Riley gets here. I want to save that one. Let's start with tweet of the week. Fuck it. All right, for this week's tweet of the week, it's from Ty Bud Lewis. She said, if your music not leaving LA County, please get rid of that ego. What's your take on that?
I feel like you gotta have a little bit of ego to be a rapper.
That makes sense.
I get what she's saying, but you gotta have a little bit of ego.
Some ego, but not too much. I get what she's saying, meaning like if you only have like a song that's popping in LA, why you out here charging $5,000-$10,000 for features? Why you trying to charge somebody $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to perform? If you only know in LA, the only venues you doing is the Observatory in Orange County, but maybe the Roxy on Sunset. You can't even sell out the Novo, which is like a 2,000 seater. What's with all the ego? Why niggas be a 2 hour late to interviews? You know that from experience. How many rappers we've had late up here to interviews or canceling and flaking?
Yeah.
She's getting a lot of backlash. Even Rich Trapper made a post. Let me read what Rich Trapper posted. She's getting a lot of backlash for this tweet. I fuck with it. That's why I made it tweet of the week. I made it tweet of the week as soon as I seen it. I screenshotted it. So Rich Trapper, he said, only in LA do failed rappers turn critics with Amazon shifts, and receptionist jobs feel entitled to tell real artists how to move off Instagram degrees and ego. No other city tells their own not to sound like home. New York wants you New York, Atlanta wants you Atlanta, but in LA, you clowns having supported shit, just sitting around complaining and fake playing exec on your lunch break. Shut up and clock in. Couldn't have been talking to me because clearly I managed 211 and Q Riches and artists for like 10 years before I ever made the report card or anything like that. So I actually have industry experience beforehand, and couldn't have been talking to Ty because she has her degree from CSUN. She does PR work for a lot of artists in the city. But I feel like anybody who wants to share their opinion on Twitter should be able to share their opinion.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
Twitter.
Freedom of speech.
I feel like people get online, like not just with shopping, but people get online and talk about gang shit all day and gang culture and murders and robberies and shit. And niggas not complaining, but she got online and tweeted that she want to see LA rappers make music that travels outside of LA. What's the issue?
How do they? What's the solution to that? What's the reason why the LA music doesn't translate?
I've been saying it for years. Intelligence. If you smart, you're gonna make it happen. If you stupid, you're gonna do stupid stuff. And by that I mean, like, if you're not smart, you put out the wrong record, or you do a video for the wrong song, or you have a hot song that will travel, but you don't do a video for it, or you get some money and you go buy a chain instead of putting that money into promoting the record. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean by intelligence. Intelligence solves problems. So if the problem is my record won't get out of LA, if you use intelligence, you'll do the right thing. Or like people will get over a beat that's really, really, you'll get over a beat that's really infectious or that's a hot ass beat, but you won't give it a hook. Like, that's stupid. So it's countless solutions to the problems artists face. They just sometimes don't be bright enough to solve the problem, in my opinion. But I'm never gonna chastise somebody for pushing our artists to be better. I don't look at it as she was trying to hate or nothing like that. Shout out to her. We got anything in the chat before I pull a card?
Tokyo Renee said, okay, that makes sense, Auntie. I disagree. Artists are supposed to be confident.
Shout out to Tokyo Renee, our new mind. Yeah, artists are gonna be confident. You're gonna have an ego. She didn't say remove all your ego. It's just like, check it. Like, there are so many LA artists that, and I mean a lot, that once they get that one local buzz single, next thing you know, they charging $10,000 for shows. They charging $10,000 for features, and it's like they could be doing that for a lot less. I guess the director's here. Somebody, do you already let him in? Oh, okay, cool. I just got the text just now. All right, Corey, then it's your turn. The player with the most tattoos must take a shot. 0 tattoos.
Ink free.
No tattoos?
Nah.
Those are girls' cards.
If you ever been arrested, drink.
No, sir.
Is it like cuffed up on the curve?
That's not arrested. That's cuffed.
Yeah.
So wait, they had you outside the donut shop cuffed up?
The donut shop is crazy.
Tell us the story. What happened?
I ain't get pulled. I was young as fuck. Me and my cousin was on some young dumb shit and we got pulled over.
What's up? What's up? Hey, come join us. Corey, you might scoot down. We got Riley. Make some noise for Miss Riley. I'm gonna have you sit here. I'm gonna have him sit there. Nice to meet you. How are you? Yes. I'll give you a hug.
I'm good.
I'm great. Thank you for pulling that. Coco still coming?
Actually, she's still with a client.
Oh, okay.
So
shout out to Coco though.
yes, definitely shout out to Coco.
How are you doing?
Nerve-wracking.
Oh, good. You want to drink or something?
Of course, I'll take a shot.
Oh, okay, here's your cup.
Thank you.
And then you just want liquor
Yeah.
or no juice?
Straight.
All right, here you go. Don. I'm not
Thank
drinking,
you.
but drink for
That's
me.
enough. Thank you.
Okay.
I got you.
Everybody who gets here, you gotta pull one of these people player cards
Okay.
and read it out loud. What it
Off
says.
the top or just random?
Yeah, just read it out loud. Anyone you want. And when Jada get back, she'll read the chat response.
Move your mic down a little bit.
Right here? Okay. Tell a story about a time you were dick fished or take a shot, player.
You gonna take your shot? You gonna tell us a story?
I don't know what dick fish means.
I guess a nigga like made it seem like his dick was big, and then he pulled up and it was little.
No, I've never had one of those moments.
Take your shot.
Why would you do that? You gotta pull it out sometime.
Niggas
No,
be
I'm more like I like the mystery. Don't show me up front because I feel like it just ruins the moment for me.
no invisible ink. None of it. No news.
No.
No news to Miss Riley's phone. All right. How was your day in LA? That's my first question.
Today,
Yes. How was your day?
it was a lot.
Really? I bet it was.
It was a lot.
I bet
Like
it
it fucked me up so much. Like I couldn't even finish one of my exams. Like my phone was ringing off the hook, messages off the hook. Like it just.
I hate that. That's bad timing because I definitely want you to focus on that. What
Of
type of
course.
exam, if you don't mind me asking?
It's for chemistry, so I'm going to school for nursing and a real estate agent. So I graduate this June.
Okay.
So I'm in my final things of everything.
Right,
So
yeah.
like this was like the worst timing for things
that.
to happen right now.
That's when God tests you, right before your breakthrough. Right
Child.
before. Trust me, it happens every time. Damn, I'm sorry. You ready? You want to start? Well, no, you still owe me top 5 LA rappers. Then we get started. Because you're not from LA. Where you from?
I'm from Maryland originally, Baltimore.
Oh, really? How long you been in LA?
7 years. But I just started coming out into the scene probably like July of last year.
Okay, cool. So I know in 7 years, you know 5 LA rappers. Give me your best try. Who are the 5 best rappers from LA or the West Coast that you've heard?
Okay, because at first when you told me about it, I was thinking of more like underground rappers. That's why I was like, I really don't know. But I know for sure, like the cliche one of all courses is gonna be Nipsey.
Okay. Too cliche. Okay.
And then after that, we have Slumlord Trill.
Shout out to him. Yeah.
And then we have Rose Cran Hop Out.
Okay, shout out to him.
And then we got Mozzie.
Okay.
And then of course,
last one.
I gotta keep it up with my Snoop Dogg because I gotta keep huffing.
Okay, that's not a bad top 5. Make sure you know top 5. We got that. We got that done. All right, so let's start from the beginning and let's walk through it. You pull up to Ace Boys. Me and him, we watch Ace Boys every Friday.
Okay.
It's my favorite pod to watch, really. You pulled up to Ace Boys last Friday night. Yeah. What happened?
Okay, so before I pull up, I was going to be at that event regardless of that. I was just with Coco that night because I knew somebody else who was also going to attend the event. It was just the timing of everything. That person wasn't able to make it. So I was just there with Coco. Okay. So when I pull up, I'm told to be there at 10. I pull up, I sit there at 10. Coco pulls up a little later. I go in with her. Now, when I come in, because I'm not from LA, I sit back and I kind of like read the room. Like I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, I'm finna come in, I'm finna pop out on you bitches. Okay. I'm more of like the who don't fuck with who talking shit about who, and what bitch in here trying to beef with my bitch. Okay. That's what I'm on. So when I come in, it was one girl, she was already on the screen doing her thing. And then I go and sit down. And then Coco, she makes her entrance into the room because she knows everybody. So she's doing her thing. So I'm behind the scene. I'm recording her on the TV so she can have her behind the scenes. I'm there for moral support.
And you were in the lounge area.
Yeah. So I'm at this point, I'm just here for support. Okay. Like I'm here to just make sure my friend cool, she's safe. Even though I don't know that she knows these people, to me, if they're a stranger to me, they're a stranger to you. Okay. So that's how I'm carrying it. So she's in the glass and she's like, come through. I saw that. And I was standing, I was like, no. And so she's like, come through. So I'm standing at the table and they have like their liquor, their food and everything serving. So the girl, I think she had on like a green jacket or a yellow jacket prior before Coco came in because she was the last girl that came out. I forgot her name, but long story short, she came out. She's like, what's wrong, girl? I'm like, girl, I'm nervous. I don't do this. Like, I'm behind the scenes type of thing. She like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't do the podcast. And she want me to come in there. Like, I'm not used to being on people's screen. Like, I don't even get on live.
So you were hesitant.
Yes. So before I went in, I said, I'm gonna smoke a blunt. So I always have blunts pre-roll. So I sit down, I'm lighting my blunt, and she asked me, she was like, do you sell pussy? I said, no.
Who asked you, do you sell pussy?
This is the girl who's on the podcast before I had went on.
Which girl?
She had on like a green jacket. I think she was Hispanic, half up, half down.
Was it the Tati girl or was it another?
I don't know names. I'm terrible with names.
Cool. But somebody asked you, do you sell pussy? Yes. This is before you even walk in the camera room.
So this is why what pushed me to go into the room at this point, because I was kind of like on some, no, I'm good being where I'm at. Yeah. And so she was like, do you sell pussy? I said, no. She said, do you strip? I said, no. She said, do you have OnlyFans? I said, no. She said, oh, so you're a square. I said, yeah, I'm a square. She was like, there's nothing wrong with that. I said, no, I'm cool with that. You know, I got 3 kids. I do my own thing. Like I'm in school for this. So I don't mind. Some people cool with that. It's just not my thing. I don't think I could thrive in that type of world. So she boasted in the room now, you know, I'm the madam. I'm this, I'm that. They know who I am. What? Because apparently she used to do her. I don't know. She didn't get too much into it. Okay. And I wasn't finna ask because I'm not from LA and I don't like to give people business. So when she said it, a couple of men in the room was like, yeah, she used to be the boss bitch. She used to do her thing. She on her shit. She, you know, she going for herself. So I'm like, you know, that's good. So then she like, when you go in there, just do your big one. Pop your shit. You know, shout yourself out. Do what you got to do. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I really don't want to go, but fuck it. Let me go ahead and go. It's a first time experience for everybody. My homegirl want me in there, so I'm gonna go in there and see what it's like. It shouldn't even be that bad. If these people that she cool with, it shouldn't be that deep of a problem. So me, I already have on glasses. So I keep my glasses on because
remember.
I'm the one. If I'm sitting there like this, I'm most likely staring everybody up and down, head to toe. I'm looking, I'm reading the screen. And that's the thing. I was reading the comments.
The chat.
None
You can
of
see the chat.
yes,
in
none of the
TV
I put
screen.
it like this. Everything people saying in that chat, I've been hearing since middle school and high school. When Joanna Man first came out, baby, I used to wear the little mushroom curl. I used to look just like him. I used to be swole just like him. I used to compare myself to him. So for me, hearing that didn't faze me. Being called a trans doesn't faze me. My brother's gay. If you see this nigga do drag, I tell him all the time, do not do drag, bitch, and be near me and tag me because motherfuckers gonna think I'm you. So it's already like the things that are being said is nothing to me to be like, oh, the internet is attacking me. It's a bunch of niggas doing nigga shit.
So as soon as you, not to cut you off, but as soon as you walk in, you sit down, you look up at the chat's going crazy at that point. Because I didn't see the chat.
So then, so it starts going off. Okay. So then
you read the sign. Let's get to the sign.
Yeah. So I get to the sign. Now I'm not good with graffiti. Okay, so let's get it there. So
I've never seen. So I've been there like 2-3 times.
So
I've never seen
a sign. So it's on the wall and it's like blue and white. But how the graffiti looks at top, I can read the worldwide, but the B looks like a D. So I was reading ACDE, and then it was like the world symbol. Then it was YZ. So I was confused. So I'm like, that's why I'm spelling it. That's why they end up repeating it after me.
What's the significance of reading the sign? I thought they had you looking at something that say consent, like we give you consent to film us. In some studios out here in LA, as soon as you walk in the studio, there is a sign on the wall where you're giving consent to be recorded. This is in a lot of studios. So I'm thinking that's type of sign. What did this sign say?
No, they just wanted us to read the logo. Ace Boys Worldwide. They just wanted us to say that. But when I look back at it, I wasn't the only one who had trouble reading the sign. But I was spelling out the first words of Ace Boys. I didn't know, but I seen Worldwide. Somebody whispered in my ear, it was like Ace Boy Worldwide. So while they was too busy being distracted talking, I was like, Ace Boy Worldwide. Ace Boy Worldwide. Right. And then I just sat down. And then that's when I guess his name is Pun.
Pun, yeah.
Okay, so then Pun turned around. I was like, did she say it? And they was like, yeah, she said it. She said it. So then we moved on. Then Ace did one of his music drops. And then Coco, she got up and did her thing. And then Coco was like,
Coco was shaking hands.
Yeah, she was like, get up, bitch, turn up with me. Do your big one. I'm already like, bitch, I already don't want to be in here.
On your butt.
Yeah, so that's what she like. Come on, turn up, do your big one. Because outside of that, I could really turn the fuck up and I could really dress down. But in my head, when I heard podcast, I'm thinking it's going to be something like a setting of this. And I'll just be in the background where I could just smoke and drink and not be in the main scene of things. So when I got pushed into it, it was kind of like, it was unexpected. But now I'm here. I didn't do the extras of, oh, I'm the baddest bitch in the room. I come to turn y'all up. I'm here to do my big one. My name is Riley.
Yeah, they were trying to make it, not trying to make it seem, it seemed like you were uncomfortable or like you were like shy, insecure, but then you walk in today and I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing
because it's like once I know what's going on, I could prepare myself for it. But when I hear nobody sent me the flyer, it was, hey, there's a podcast. That's all the girls that were telling me
about
it.
They're not talking about Yam Cam.
Yeah, no, they're like
that element of it.
So but I will say when we got out the car, Coco was like, make sure you have your Instagram ready, shout yourself out, do your big one. You're gonna get a lot of followers from this. And that's when I instantly was like, wait a minute, bitch. You ain't saying nothing about this. You said a podcast. Now you're talking about some big
That's
wait a
more
minute.
like a party. Yam Cam is more like a party on a podcast.
Yes. So
it's not like just sit down and
I never know about the Yam Cam.
Okay.
I didn't know it was this big thing. Now let's put back in perspective. I'm not from LA, so I don't know a lot of LA things. So when I hear about this podcast, to me, it's just okay. It's just another podcast that another nigga has or a group of dudes have.
Oh, this is my favorite. Is my favorite.
So
podcast.
Never heard of him until that day and that moment. So when we proceed, and Coco was like, after we get done dancing, I sit back down. Now reading the comments again, they're still going. So by this point, I'm like, bitch, my nerves still bad. I can't believe I just really danced in front of these motherfuckers. Like, I'm not even the type to do it like this. So I tell Coco, I whispered to her, I said, I'm gonna go smoke. She says, okay. So I get up, I leave the room. Okay. So when I go out there, the same girl who asked me the questions prior before I went in, she says to me, how was it? I said, bitch, terrible. She's like, really? It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, girl. She's like, why is it it for you? I'm like, listen, like at that moment, I didn't tell them about the comments or what I seen and shit like that. I'm just like, it's just not for me. You know, I got in front of the screen. I didn't feel it like, this just wasn't my type of atmosphere. I'm just here to support Coco. Like, I'm here to make sure she's straight. And she's like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Unless you got in the camera, you try. You know, it ain't for everybody. And I said, it's cool.
You only live once. 1 second. Jada, our other guest is here. Could you go let them in? The rapper? All right. My fault.
You're good. So then once I ended up.
I forgot. Let me ask you this. Did you see the super chat that Keem sent? You never saw that? I remember seeing it, didn't show it, but Pun was like, no, we're not gonna talk about that.
Because I left. I wasn't in the room at that time.
Oh, okay.
So I had
super
already
chat did come up. It was a $20 super chat where he asked, "Where's you transgender?" which is offensive.
Yeah, I
and
didn't.
Pun respectfully chose not to read it. He was like, "That's not what we on." Da 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 da. And he
Didn't
did
see
not
it.
read it. If you had saw that, what would you have reacted in the moment, or you would have just ignored it?
I just would ignore it because to me,
Yeah.
because I don't know how the chat works, even though I know I see it says the amount and what people are sending, majority of them were broke because they couldn't even pay $5 for the VIP section. But
Yeah, the membership only.
yeah, that's besides the point. So I wasn't finna pay attention to it. So when I see the comments, I'm already like, okay, they're already going in on me. So why would I sit here and be like, that's that one comment I want to point out? So it's just like, for me, I was like, okay, I peep it. Bitch, I'm finna go smoke. I leave. So we cool. So even though I already have this, like I already know what's going on, I just felt like I read the room and the room didn't give like, oh, we're here. She's new. Let's welcome her with open arms. It was kind of like everybody was like on a standoffish and I felt it. So I was like, I'm gonna just exit the room because clearly I'm not the attraction that majority of these viewers are used to. So I'm gonna just exit out this space. So I left. Coco's still not aware of what's going on, but I handle shit.
You remove yourself from the situation.
Yes, I move in silence.
Again, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but at the same time, hopefully it was a learning experience for you.
It definitely was. Like, because to proceed, when I go outside the room, the girl, she asked me how was it. I stay out there. Then Coco, all the girls end up going back in the room. And then Coco, she's back in the one. She's like, come on. At this point, bitch, I don't give a fuck. They already said the worst. Who cares? So I go in the room, but I stand in the back this time because there's no point in me standing forefront because I already know they talking shit. So I'm just standing in the back and now I'm gonna just read the comments from the back. So we end up, Coco ends up shouting herself out. I left. I never shouted myself out. So to me, I felt like I made appearance, but I didn't make it to where I was trying to be known within the whole organization.
Didn't you have a club host to go to after that?
Yes.
How did that go? That went good, copacetic?
Yeah, it was no problem.
No problem after that. This was the only incident. But even then, it wasn't big drama until the next day.
I didn't even know until a Monday night, 11:58 p.m. when Coco texted me on Instagram.
About the stream that Keem did where he was, again, continuing to call you transgender, which is absolutely
and because
wrong.
I don't follow any of the pages. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know the organizations or who they share with, who's connected to who's reposting what. So to me, I'm on the blind side of things. So I'm just going through life like, okay, that was that one. Let me go ahead. I'm moving through life. I'm cool. Monday night, she texts me like, hey, I just want to let you know it's a viral video of you going around and it's bad. People are talking about you real bad. I just want to let you know because I don't want to seem like a fake friend. And I was like, well, as long as we cool, there shouldn't be no issue. Like, I don't have an issue. Whatever they talk about, the internet is a fake place. So then I started putting in my little chat bubble, internet equals fake place. So as the day starts to progress, she starts telling me that no, people are getting on him. Like, she's not saying anything. She's like, people are getting on him because they felt like what he was saying was disrespectful and they want him to apologize to you. So I'm still confused. Why do he need to apologize? Yeah, I'm like, why do he need to apologize? He don't need to apologize. Like, I'm straight. I'm not worried about it. And she's like, no, they really want him to apologize to you. So I said, tag me in the post. That's how I entered the chat. So in the first post I seen, I said, now I entered the chat. What y'all got to say? I started to respond on people's pages. I'm gonna tell you how I end up getting to Keem.
Okay.
So basically Slum Lord Trill.
Yep, that gentleman.
I know him. We're really cool. Yeah. So basically where he sells a lot of his merch, I live in that area. Okay. And so when I go to the shop, because I had texted Keem at 12:08 in the afternoon. Once they start telling me this is who he is, he's supposed to be apologizing.
Oh, you DM'd him?
I DM'd him. Okay. And I said, I'm confused. What's your issue with me? I'm just trying to figure out.
Y'all don't know each other. Correct?
We don't even follow each other. And so once he says that, I'm like, so when I DM that to him, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna wait for a response. So as the comments are still coming in, I'm going in on everybody. I don't give a fuck. Gloves is off. I'm one of them people. Do not argue with me and then have any type of dead relatives or any type of RIPs or anybody locked up in your comments and your views or anything. Because I'm coming for everybody, including your kids. I don't give a fuck.
Twins.
I'm
the same way.
I don't care. I'm more of the don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. But I'm gonna come at you the same way you coming at me.
Disrespect equals disrespect.
It go both ways.
I just want to say, to me, once he sent the $20 super chat calling you a tranny or transgender or whatnot, and Pun didn't read it, that's where it should have ended. To go and do a live stream the next day or over the weekend when he don't know you, it's like, why are you that obsessed with this one person? I'm looking at you. You don't look transgender to me. You seem like you appear to be a woman. You are a woman. You're a mother, right? You said you have 3 children. It's just, it's super disrespectful in my opinion. It's hella disrespectful. So when you actually saw the clip itself, how did you feel? What was going on?
I didn't fully read it. I didn't fully watch all of them.
Okay.
I was mostly just like reading the comments, but I was waiting for a response from Keem. And so any comment that I seen, I was addressing it. So I never really made a verbal statement. It was just like, y'all are misinterpreting. Y'all think I'm upset because of what the comments are saying and what people are saying to me. That's besides the point. People are going to talk all day. Did y'all forget sticks and stones break bones, but words never hurt? I'm grown as the fuck. Like,
right.
I done been through shit. So that don't faze me. What got to me is when other men started to DM me and bully me and start to harass me and then try to degrade me because of what he was saying.
What it sparked.
Then it started to get to a point where I'm like, bitch, I can get my hands on you. Now I'm really getting pissed off because I've DM'd you, I've tagged you, I've changed my profile picture to your picture. You're still not saying anything. I know you're seeing all these acts, all these comments. Everything's going off back to back, day after day. Now day 3, I've entered the chat. Everybody's quiet. So now I'm confused. So then I see Slum and I had told him, because the funny part is one of the people that was in the comments talking shit, I had comment back on his post. He didn't really say shit. And then an hour or two later, he ended up at the same smoke shop I go to that Slum is outside of. And Slum's so innocent. He doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
The guy ends up buying one of his drinks from him, and then Slum reposted on some promotion. I call Slum, tell that nigga I want his head. I'm on his ass. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm on anybody who on that type of time with me. He like, what's going on? I explained it to him. And later when I seen Slum, I said, the thing is, niggas talk shit on Instagram. And it's like you're beefing with a ghost, but you don't even know who I am, who I know, or what connections I have. And meanwhile, while you just sitting here walking through the streets, I could be one of them real crash outs. And he just posted you on some, oh, I'm promoting my business. And you don't even know this the nigga I'm into it with.
Wow. So that's how that all came together. So you guys end up getting on the phone, correct?
So this is one at somebody else.
Okay.
So then when I officially talked to Slum in person, at this point, I'm furious. Like, I'm crying. I'm upset. He's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I just don't like the disrespect. I don't like grown ass men to pick on me as a woman. And people are like, oh, that's your fault. You went on the podcast. Yes, I'll take accountability. I went on a podcast.
Not your fault.
Yes, I did. I showed my face on the screen. Yes, I had the right to not go in there. Everybody has a right to their first time to anything. But the fact is that a man that does not know me is what confuses me, that you have so much to say about me. And I don't know if it's because I'm outside of your normal of a non-BBL, real titties, real ass, real stomach, real teeth, real eyes. It becomes, oh, this bitch is a beluga whale, and this bitch is shaped like this, and this bitch is a transgender, and I'm a natural woman. I had 3 kids back to back. My God, what you want me to say?
Again, it was just out of pocket for him to go on the live stream. The super chat that Pun didn't read was enough. He just overwhooped. It was over the top. There was no reason to do a live stream the next day and call you transgender again. I told you, I'm sorry that you have to go through that. The whole FMW and the fan base, everybody been talking about this nonstop on the clip pages.
You want to know about the phone call?
I'm looking forward to hearing about the phone call. Real quick, we got anything in the chat before we get to the phone call?
I thought Coco said she wasn't from here.
You said you thought Coco wasn't from here?
Coca-Cola, that's what they said. Casper.
You thought Coco wasn't from here? Coco's from here, right?
Yeah, Coco's from LA. I'm not from LA.
She's not from LA. Anything else?
Big Demone Jr. said she's trying to ride on Keem. Casper said she's trying to be on Plug Talk.
I don't even listen.
You don't even know what Plug. You don't want to be on Plug Talk.
I don't know half these podcasts, y'all. I am one of them. You will have over 30 reels in your DMs when you wake up type of girl. So I'm not a social media. Like, when I really say, I've had people cuss me out, when men cuss me out because they'll say they've been out here for a certain amount of time. I've been out here for a certain amount of time. I've never met them. They've never seen me. I don't post my whereabouts. I'm only in the car. You see me in the house. I've never post friends. I don't post my kids. I don't post my personal life for a reason. So when people see that, they're like, oh, she's catfish, or she's fake, and she's this and she's that. So now it's kind of like that I'm in the scene that everybody think I'm trying to clout chase. Baby, if you only knew me behind the scene, I don't need any of this to like survive in life. I live in a 2-bedroom house. I own both of my cars. I have 3 kids, no child support, in school full time, and going for real estate, and graduating for nursing in June.
She's bossed up. She don't make some noise for that. She's bossed up. She don't care about the hating. Corey, real quick, you quiet over there. Give us your opinion. You're an Ace Boys Worldwide watcher. What's your opinion on what happened over the weekend and all this hoopla over her just stepping in the camera for a second?
It's weird, bro. Like, what's this whole? That's what the podcast shit you start to see, man. A lot of these niggas just be talking, get on behind the computer and be talking, making shit up, and then when you get in front of them, it's quiet. Or it's just, it was just content.
It's always just content. Now, this is what I've learned, especially when talking about Keem. Let me play you the clip.
Okay.
I just want you to know it's not you. It's not your fault that he's acting like this, that he's lashing out towards you. I'm going to show you the root of the issue. I'm going to play you the clip. This is why Keem mistreats people and talk shit about people he doesn't know.
What was the addiction?
Excuse me.
Yeah, that shit black community hard, bro. That's crazy. I'm not. That shit black community hard, for sure. I was trying to crack a joke, but that's crazy. They got some other party favorites, though. I'm sure they got other party favorites. Shit, crack it. It wasn't. That, but I knew you was something was wrong with you, homie. Yeah, better listen. So you a crack baby. No, listen.
So basically, this is like last year. Keem got on a podcast and he detailed how both of his parents smoked crack when he was a child. And so I've had similar experience with you with Keem, where he's called me big gender, different things because I'm gay. That's actually the reason I quit FNW, because I went and sat with the bosses and asked him, I was like, hey, this got to stop. I'm tired of the gay jokes. And he kept making them, so I ended up quitting. But I feel like it's not you, and I've learned this over time. It's not you that he's mad at. It's really the fact that his parents were smoking crack and the shame and the guilt and the filth that's associated with that. He's lashing out on people. Hurt people.
Well, I had a different perspective.
What's your perspective?
If you heard the rest of the audio, I was a little high tense when I did talk to him.
Okay.
But how he ended up getting on the phone is when I talked to Slum and I was crying. Slum was like, what do you want me to do about it? I said, I don't want you to do anything about it. I want to handle it myself. Like, I want to take a hit on. I'm not from LA. The only blood relatives I have for real in LA are my children. So I don't have people I can call on if shit go down or if shit start happening. So I handle things on my own. So that's what I'm used to. So he said, what do you look like? I already had a screenshot of him because I made him my profile picture. So I just showed this man a picture.
Okay.
He said, I don't even know homie. Homie not even from around here. All right, I'll see what I can do. I said, you ain't gonna do nothing. I already told you I can handle it. Just thank you for hearing me out. And I'm sorry for like yelling and crying in front of you. He like, you good. I leave at 5:46. I pick my kids up at 5:59. I'm in the house no later than 6:15. By 6:20, I get a text message from Slum. Call me. I get on the phone. He says, yo, I got homie on the other line. He ready to apologize. Do you want me to hang up or do you want me to like just connect y'all? I said, there's no point in doing all that. Just connect us. Soon as I got on the phone, I said, hello. He said, yo, hello. Before you even start, I just want to let you know I want to apologize. And that's immediately how it started. I couldn't even confirm that you're talking to Riley. So once he said what he said, and he was basically like, you know, I don't even know you, but I'm used to doing that with the homies. And after that, I had told him, I said, I don't give a fuck what you do with other people. I'm not one of them people that you can do that with. My problem is, and I think that people are misinterpreting or misunderstanding, is that it's already enough backlash against you, Keem. So what I wanted to do is to change the narrative. Instead of it just looking like a black man attacking a black woman, it should be we're on the same page and to let the audience pick a side they want to be on. Instead of it just looking like you're just picking on me and I'm allowing it to happen. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm this square and I just allow shit to happen to me. When really that's not how I go about shit. I'm here to squash it. If you want to be grown about it and get the content you need and get the little highlights and the clips you need, put me in on a joke, but don't try to make me the joke when I've accomplished too much shit in my life. I don't need a roommate to survive in LA, baby.
Okay, I hear you. Now, where did the colorist narrative come from? Because in my opinion, this would not have happened to you if you were lighter skinned. As someone who's been in the entertainment industry since 2008, that's seen how LA operates, just the world being an adult, light skinned girl can have the same exact features as you. And they wouldn't have said Keem, or no one would have said those same things. But why do they associate dark-skinned women with being masculine?
Because the majority of them are so insecure of accepting a natural woman that in LA, I've noticed, and it's not no disrespect to anybody, but I feel like people put up this facade to catch up with other people. And this is why majority of them are homeless. You're like, y'all are want to live this life that you can't even afford. Y'all want to drive these cars, but you have a roommate to survive.
That ties in with the colorist narrative.
Because it's like you have these other girls that can just use their color to just get through life and just get through things. One of the girls that was in the room, the one I was telling you about that asked me the question
about you.
I couldn't see her top, but I wouldn't say that she was one of the fittest girls in the room along with me. So to me, it was like, girl, you got on this big jacket, it's leaned off on your shoulder. You got on some shorts. They not saying nothing about you.
But she's lighter skinned.
Yeah.
So you feel like,
and I just feel like you either have, if you're going to be dark skinned, you have to come in half naked for them to feel like they have something to look at.
I agree that dark skinned women, I've seen it, especially in entertainment, podcast, media, dark skinned women get a harder time. Even in nightlife in LA, like certain people, celebrities, entertainers won't allow dark skinned women in their sections in the club. They only want to be in a section with light skinned women or exotic women, mixed women, Latinas, or XYZ. So I see the colorist narrative, but I also see the misogynistic. Like, again, why do you have to be disrespected not only on the super chat, but the next day on a live stream because you pulled up with your friend to a podcast?
That they feel like she set me up. And I'm like, girl, you couldn't set me up because they was like, oh, look how your friend came in, look how she dressed. And I was like, I didn't know dress wholesome was an offense to men or the world. So
she
I'm
supposed
sorry.
to be your stylist though? Like she was supposed to tell you what to wear or something?
Normally I just put like this. Normally if we go out, I do pop my shit. So it's not something that's more like, oh bitch, put your best shit on. To me, it was like I haven't been going out lately anyway, and I wasn't really in the mood to go, but I'm going to support a friend. So I'm just going in something casual, not too much where it's like I'm trying to be seen or noticed type of thing. So when I went, it's kind of like she couldn't set me up. I drove my own car. I brought my own bottle of liquor. I had my own weed. I don't need to sit around and wait for nobody to have fun. I could have fun in my car and turn my music up. 2 phones.
Okay.
One playing music and one doing a video.
Before we move forward, let me ask you, did you see the videos? Because he did another stream today. Did you see any of those images that he put out today? Or you weren't paying attention?
I probably have, but with all the videos that's going around different podcasts, it's like I catch some, like for instance, when somebody had called the person worm on the chat, and it was basically like I was trying to instigate worm, yeah. And I was talking about them. It was like, y'all are trying to stretch something further because how can I talk about someone else when I made this man my physical profile picture and I was adding him and DMing him?
It's always going to be deflection. You know, Keem is T-Rail's muscle. When T-Rail goes to parties and events, he calls Keem to get him out of situations. That's like his muscle. So he's always going to defend his boy. Because even, again, when Keem was making all these gay slurs against me, gay jokes against me, and I said, stop, T-Rail was the main one defending him. So you're not going to get any assistance in that regard.
Oh, I wasn't looking for it. It was just, for me, it was like the perspective that it started with this and then it tried to stretch to something else.
Always
it was kind of like it wasn't
accountability off of Keem for his actions. But Keem is the one who sent the super chat. And he's the one who made a live stream reiterating that you're transgender. And now we're sitting here and seeing that you're a woman. So in closing, because you got the apology on the phone, he did a half-ass apology today on his stream, but he had pictures of like Wesley Snipes in a wig and Ving Rhames in the wigs behind him while he's apologizing. So he's apologizing, but he's disrespecting you with this imagery. Excuse me, where are you with Keem today and how do we move forward? Because Pun apologized publicly already. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Pun apologized. So you good with Pun?
I never had an issue with him. I didn't, like I said, I didn't know anybody was talking or saying anything about me until Monday at 11:58 at night.
When you got the text.
That's it. So really, I've been involved in this for probably 24 or 48 hours at this point. So I don't know. And the thing is, I don't know who is who. So basically, I'm kind of like arguing with ghosts, and they're like saying the names, and I'm thinking this person is really not that person. Like that, one of the mistakes I made was thinking Keem was in a room, and actually he was on the podcast. So I'm being told, oh, he was in a room, but you couldn't hear him because he was in a headset. I'm thinking they have on headsets and they're communicating to each other in the room, but I don't know who Keem is.
When Keem sent in the super chat, Pun said, nah, Keem, we're not on that. That's not what this is about. He refused to read it, but Pun still apologized. So you got the phone apology for Keem. You got the half-ass shitty apology for Keem today. Again, I told you, I'm telling you, you shouldn't take it personal because, again, I feel like
I told him, I don't accept his apology. As far as terms, there was never terms in the beginning. So I'm not mad at him. I don't hate him. I don't like him.
You don't know.
It's just, you just another stranger to me. Like, you saw a moment, you took it. I hope you got what you needed out of it. All right, move the fuck on.
We shouldn't be mad at Keem is what I'm trying to tell you. We have to be mad at the person that was selling his parents crack. That's the enemy here. They start this. And even them, we can't be too mad at them because Black people don't own planes and boats. We wasn't bringing the crack into the States. It was the government. It was Teddy from Snowfall in them. The CIA brought the drugs into the city, and then this guy cooked up the crack and sold it to Keem's mom and dad. And then Keem had to grow up, watch his parents be crackheads, and now all he do is hurt people, because hurt people hurt people. So he don't have nothing to give somebody like you.
But I feel like that's why when I came at him, and even though I was furious and I was like really popping my shit on my page, I tried to let Keem know, like, I'm not coming at you because I need an apology. It's just for future reference, because you have this demeanor about you that people see you like this, and I don't know you. But instead of doing that, and let that person know, so that way they know what's going on, so it doesn't look like you're bullying them. It's you have to work with your people. Like, you're not working with your people, and then it just look like you being a bully for no reason. And that's where we at right now.
But it's, I tell you, it's not for no reason. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred from one person to another. So all that shame and guilt he felt growing up about his parents being crackheads, both of his parents being crackheads.
Well, he just
he's transferring. He's transferring that to people like you and me. He wants to hurt us.
I can't.
I agree. It's not on us. He has to heal that.
All I can do is what my great grandma say: pray for him, baby.
That part.
That's all I can do for you is pray for you, and I could just hope that you over time will learn. But I ain't come here to. Yeah, Keem, you a crackhead. Yeah, that's why you like that.
Mama's a crackhead.
I'm not saying none of that.
All right. Let's move on. So Rayvon, before we get out of here, I got to talk to you guys about this Rayvon album, bringing it back to music.
Okay.
Rayvon from Long Beach, he signed a TD. He put out a project, The Good, The Bad, The $1 Million. His team reached out last week and asked me to grade it. I spoke about it a little bit. He went and did another podcast with Keem, and he talked about how he felt when he got an F on last year's LA Rap Report card. He got an F last year. Let me look into the camera and tell you guys this. Rayvon got an F last year, not because he can't rap, not because he's not talented. He got an F last year because he never put out a project before. He got an F because his consistency score was low, because his catalog score was low, but not because of his actual talent. His new album, The Good, The Bad, and The $1 Million, is one of the best albums I've heard from LA in a very long time. I graded it a B+. I mean, the J-Rock record was fire. The Isaiah Rashad record was fire. It's a couple melodic records on that joint. The Triple XLT joint.
The first song was good.
Okay, you checked it out?
Yeah, I was listening to it today. I really like that J-Rock song.
This album is so good. I just want to say it made me want to be a better person. Listening to it made me want to be a better man. He talked about the way he was so vulnerable with things that happened in his family and his childhood trauma and stuff. It's like, I know he feels better. He don't have to carry that around because he just went in the studio and let it all out. And so shout out to Rayvon. Hopefully you guys check out the review, but I gave it a B+. So shout out to him. Make some noise for Rayvon. You got anything in chat?
Yes.
Chat going crazy. Read some stuff, Jada. Let's go.
Dejon blamed the Mexicans in Power 106.
I should blame them?
No, go on blame. Like, you go on blame the Mexicans.
At Power 106. No, I'm suing Power 106 FM. I spoke with my attorney today. I don't blame them. That has nothing to do with this. Shout out to me, though. What's next?
All he did was crack jokes. Y'all the hurt ones.
Okay, you crack jokes, but when people crack jokes back, you can't play victim. Like you were saying, disrespect means disrespect. There's nothing wrong with cracking jokes. But if you cracking jokes,
can I say something? One more thing,
please.
It might be a little explicit, but
where's your camera?
Which one?
Straight ahead.
Okay, for all of y'all that got something to say, you can keep sucking on these. Take it, daddy, take it. Take it, daddy, take it. Ow.
I didn't know you was bringing props.
Yeah, because all of them want to be on my dick.
I checked the text messages. It wasn't nothing about props. Oh, you heard it though. You heard Riley. What we got else in the chat? That was crazy. That's a clip. Clip that. Don't panic. Gathers. What we got next? Give me a couple more.
We would ever.
We would whatever. That's crazy.
Something about you was worried about it. You recorded your phone call.
I will put it like this because I did put that in the comment once they reposted it because I know how people like to play, and he showed his hand that he liked to play. So he's like he said in a phone call prior before he released, or he did it after we had the conversation. He said, "I'm going to make a public apology just for you to get in public and you still not do that apology."
That's true.
So for me, it was more of the insurance. I needed the proof because I was already, if you go through the comments, I was already in the comments arguing. Like we already talked about this. We already squashed it. We already said what we had to say. So when it came time to really make that point, and you showed me that you were still going to make me kiss your ass, I'm gonna show you what an ass look like that needs to be kissed.
You know.
So I released the recording.
She know a lying ass crack baby when she talking to a lying ass crack baby. Sometimes you gotta record them because they'll say one thing today, the other day tomorrow. You born as an infant, addicted to crack. It's a lot going on. But go ahead. What else is in the chat?
When you gotta speak on dead people or shit like that, you heard K5 the brain.
When you
baby,
speak on living people, when
listen,
you speak on living people, you heard. What's the difference?
When I say my tongue is very lethal, there's a reason why I don't argue with people or get on social media, because nothing is off limits. When I say
nothing,
and I'm gonna put it like this: my uncle died of cancer, and I wish that nigga death to his day. That's how I am. The fucks to give is none. Because what I will not tolerate is disrespect. Because the same way you feel like you can hurt me, I can hurt you. I know what gets to you internally. What gets to me, you won't know because I don't post it. So all you can say is anything about my parents. That don't faze me.
We might really be cousins. You gotta.
We might really be cousins. That's my
got a new best friend.
Hold on. Give us a couple more. We got one more topic and then we're gonna close out. Give me.
LG said Dejon look normal size on camera, bro.
You make me look normal. They said you make me, and then Cuddy told me I'm losing weight. I've been losing weight. It's good. It's good because my summer body. I'm getting ready for my summer body course.
And you couldn't do more push-ups.
First off, my knee gave out. I didn't take my cod liver oil today. You can keep being funny.
I was off a full day of work.
Jada, give me a couple more. Then we got this last topic.
Casper said Keem from Compton. I don't know what that is.
Okay. All my people from Compton. Who cares?
Low Brown said I'm praying for you, baby girl. No one should go through that. Plus, Keem looked like a dinosaur.
He do look a little special.
Thank you. I'm healed, y'all. I'm getting baptized again this Sunday because I feel like the old one wore off. I gotta get my soul together.
All right, last one, Jada. Last one. Here we go.
Save the voice recording admitting keep parents was on crack and plays it every time she does some crazy shit.
I didn't save a voice recording. That's a whole clip. And why y'all not talking about T? I just played the audio. T-Rail called him a crack baby. Pun started laughing. Why is it okay for T-Rail to call him a crack baby on their show? What could go wrong? This is a podcast clip. It's not a voice recording.
City said, shaking my head, T-Rail. And then Vic Damone said, T-Rail muscle LMAO.
He is T-Rail's muscle. All right.
Hey, before we go to the next topic.
That's the perfect segue. Hold on, Corey. Don't panic. We're finna talk about you and Yaz. Do clip pages start the drama? That's been the shit. Put the dick up. Put the dick up.
Since they like dick rides so much. Ride it then.
Oh my God.
Breathe, nigga.
I have a question. Is that me or is that you?
No, it's new.
Okay.
It's new.
I'm fresh out the pack.
Yeah, I'm not.
Corey getting a little comfortable.
We're not even gonna get into
that. Stop waiting. Yeah. Drop the dick. Listen, no, let's have a serious conversation. This is our last topic because we do got something to film after this. Are these clip pages? There's been a lot of talk over the past couple of weeks, but specifically this week, all the clip pages you've been seeing, Dope Panic. I've seen you in the comments, and then the Yaz's page, the other one. Do you think it's a good thing that these pages are posting the clips, or is it a bad thing because sometimes people watch the clips, don't go watch the show? What's our take on clip pages? Are they starting drama? What's good? Let's talk about it.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, go ahead. Corey.
I feel like they're helpful. I mean, some people you can say it can kind of hurt some people because you could post a big clip and I'm like, all right, well, I got what I got from that. I ain't gonna watch it, but then you can also see something and be like, man, let me go back and see. Let me see what they talking about and watch the show. And then you find yourself like, oh damn, I fuck with this show and be invested in it.
Okay, it's pros and cons to it. I feel like me personally, the clips pages can only post what we do as podcasters. They're not making AI videos, putting words in our mouth. Yeah. So if you feel like the clip pages are starting drama, that means you're starting drama on your podcast, and you have to be comfortable with that. A spade is a spade. On the other hand, I do sometimes wish that the clips would be a little shorter, because if you show a 4 or 5 minute clip, they might not want to go watch the episode because they got the whole juicy part. Versus if you show a 60-second, 90-second clip, it's a cliffhanger,
like a trailer, like a teaser.
Yeah, like I still got to go watch it to see the full shebang. So that would be my take on it. It's like I fuck with what Dope Panic Yeah, there's sometimes it's a little biased. To me, she seems to do the bidding of the higher ups. Don't Panic gives it to you raw and plain.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they could maybe trim down the clips a little bit so that people still have a reason to watch, it'd be good. But what's been your experience with the clip pages this week?
I feel like it's just business. There's nothing I could take personally because they're not the ones that are creating the scene of that moment. So I can't be upset for them to take a piece of something and repost it because hell, we all do it. Even if it's a little clip of somebody doing something funny, we take it and we just use that piece. So we're all victims and basically those people who do stuff like that. So I feel like it's kind of helpful to the business though.
Okay, my last question for you. Have you gotten any interesting DMs? Like say somebody not trying to insult you, maybe somebody trying to get at you, or somebody with a business opportunity. What's been or something funny? Maybe somebody sent you something that's funny. Give me a positive message you've gotten over the week.
I would say the most positive was when my homegirl was basically like, "Are you okay?" She's the only person out of everybody that follows me that asked me that, which I felt like was very calming for me because I'm like, majority of everybody's like, "What happened? What happened? Are you okay? What's going on?" And I'm just like, I'm good. But for her, when she asked, I felt good about that. Other than that, I mean, it's mostly the people that's in the comments that's talking trash and then they come back and DM, "I apologize. It should have never happened to you, sweetheart." Yeah. And I tell them, I never gave a fuck and I never care what you guys had to say. I just wanted to make my point that I just want to address it, that I have no issue with this man and that I just wanted to make sure for future reference, if it's involving me, at me. I'm one of them bitches. We all learn English very well and we learn how to be direct and indirect.
Y'all heard it here. We gave the platform to come tell your side of the story. It's over. Like I said, don't blame Keem. Blame his mama and daddy's crack dealer. Jada, anything in the chat before we get out of here? What's good?
Let me pull a scrap out.
Clip page is finna get more views.
The clip page is going to get more views?
Yeah.
Shout out to the clip pages. What else we got? I want to go home on something funny.
Great take, Spicy Brown.
Spicy Brown, they call me that. Spicy Brown mustard, I guess. Last one. Give me something good, Jada.
Come on, y'all. I know y'all got something.
Yeah, give me a good one. You laughing? Give me a good one.
I'm smiling like a fat kid eyeing a chocolate cake.
I love chocolate cake. We gonna end on that note. All right, I'm Dejon Paul, at Dejon Paul, all social media platforms.
I'm Riley.
At Riley.
Oh, at Baby Rye 410.
All right. And last but not least,
Corey in the house.
Okay, Corey in the house of your man.
Oh shit. All right, Ben. Make sure y'all like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. We'll see you guys next week. Auntie will be back. Peace. We out of here.
It's not never